Well, a very good afternoon and welcome along to the EVES auction room. My name's Jordan Sivrite. I'll be up the front conducting all of the sweet symphony of bids that I expect we will receive from the auction floor. Before we start, a couple of introductions. Of course, we'd like to welcome along everybody watching on the live stream, watching along on the EVES website. Welcome along to all of you, and of course to all of you bidders, buyers, vendors, sellers, whoever you might be in the room, very warm welcome to you. Introductions. Well, you'll see on the screen here myself, Jordan Sivrite. I've got Robin Cotter beside me. She's assisting with all the technology on the auction floor today. Now, I do have my expert team of negotiators here to assist in the negotiation off the auction floor, should we need it, just to be able to enable us to get us across the line there. So you'll see them up there, Craig, Jill and Karen. Like I say, here to assist should we need their assistance. We'll get to the conduct in just a moment, but remind you today, buyers, you are bidding on a cash unconditional basis today. That means you've done your due diligence and you have received the buyers and sellers guide. If not, there's a copy outside you're welcome to grab and take a little read of in between the auctions there, but those are the terms you bid upon today. Conduct of auction, well, it's relatively straightforward. You'll see it superimposed here on the screen, and welcome to have a little look through it, but I'll point out a couple of things which are quite important as far as I'm concerned, their vendor bidding. Now, vendor bidding, this is just the seller's way of saying to you, the buyers, thank you, but no thank you. At this level, we're not for sale. So it means if I place a vendor bid or vendor bids, your numbers, they'll just need to be north of my numbers to enable us to continue in a fashion where we're getting towards that end goal, if you will. Otherwise, phone bids, well, they'll need to be registered and the appropriate paperwork signed off prior to bidding today. Everything else is pretty super clear. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to raise a hand. I'll try not to mistake it for a bid. But of course, if you are here to buy, folks, let your intentions be heard and seen. And of course, I wish you all the very best in your buying endeavours today. Now, we did have a property 28 Saliera Place, proudly marketed by Fran Harmon out of our Papamoa office. Now, that was sold prior and in a relatively changing market at the moment. Property still selling prior to auction, so we congratulate all parties involved there. Now, our first property today, I took a look at it and I thought, only the smartest of buyers will they'll see into the future. And what I mean by this, seeing into the future, buyers who invest in properties near the beach, on the beach, around the beach, well, they're investing in their future. They're not making any more beaches, folks. So property like this here at 10 Martini Place, proudly marketed by Steve Sigley. Absolute great job he's done on this one here. Now, the title it reads as a fee simple estate being 701 square metres more or less, lot 34 DP 334101. Record of title is 139741. But if you're hearing from me or pretty much everyone else in this room, you just know it as 10 Martini Place. And you could know it as your future home. Now, possession, it's set for 21 days, so call the friends and cash in those favours that they owe you, because moving day, I'm sure an extra hand or two might come in quite handy. Chattels, well, you see the list on screen. No late changes to the chattels list here, Steve? No changes. Absolutely, so that's what you're bidding upon, folks. Now, why settle for ordinary when you can have the perfect pairing of style and space? Steve tells me that he particularly likes the kitchen, the way that it ties the room all together. You've got that really nice open plan, overlooking the dining and the living, and everything sort of ties really well together, designed to be cherished and not just tolerated. Now, being the social hub of the home, you'll love entertaining. Entertaining really will be an absolute breeze when you live here at 10 Martini Place. You've got multiple living spaces, and they connect seamlessly to those outdoor patios. Both patios, as I mentioned, are protected by shade sails, so they ensure you can use those spaces all year round, essentially. A little bit of drizzle, like we might have had earlier, not a worry. Rain can't get through sunshades, no problem at all. You've got the lush gardens. Well, that's absolutely fantastic. A nice outlook. Papamoa Beach, an easy stroll east. Plenty of off-street parking for the visitors too. You can cater your routine around your new postcode. And folks, well, this is where I ask, what would you like to buy it for, folks? Start me away if you will. Opening bid. This is where I look for it. Opening bid now, folks. Start me away if you will.
1 million.
1 million at the back of the room. Absolutely at 1 million then, and I'll look for perhaps a rise of 50 on the rise from here. At 1 million now, I see 1,050,000. $1 million at the back of the room. Fantastic buying, folks. Look at it up on the screen there at $1 million second time. Third time at the back of the room at $1 million, and I look for a 50 on the rise. I've got a slight hand gesture over the side.
25.
A 25 on top. You can't match me at a 50 there. Not just yet. Okay, we'll go $1 million and 25 and offer you the same back there too. $1 million 25 and $1 million 50, he says. Absolutely, moving 25s from here. First time back of the room, $1 million 50. Suggest another 25 then. Second time, and we go absolutely $1 million 75. $1 million 75, and sir, the big move would be another 25 on top. Absolutely 25 on top, then we go. At 1.1 million now, first time. Second time, folks, at 1.1, look for another 25.
15.
Another 15, you can't match me at 25 at the moment, it's really what I'm looking for at the moment. Call it around the room, at 1.1 now. Second time, third time then. Okay, well, we'll take the 15 then, it looks like it's a 2-horse race at this point. So we'll go 1,115,000, sir. Would you like a 15 back, or perhaps a slightly larger number might blow them out of the water?
1150.
1150, great bid, and I commend you for that bid there, sir. So 1,150,000 then, first time at the back of the room, allow you to come back in, and I'll take another 15 if it's there. Welcome to open up to the side of the room as well if you'd like. First time there at 1,150,000.
20 on top.
Another 20 at 1,170. There we go, folks. So we're seeing how it works now. Back at the back of the room there, another 20, can I hear? Another 20 and we go 90. At 190, and don't forget the million at the front. First time then at 1,190 back of the room. Second time now, folks.
1.2.
1.2, absolutely 1.2 now. We've hit that bigger number there. At 1.2, we're moving a 10 from here, and I suggest a 10 at the back.
20.
A 20 on top? Okay, so 1,230. Yes, 1,230 at the back of the room. Thank you for confirming that for me. At 1,230, I see heads shaking the wrong way. We'll call it away. First time there at 1,230. Second time at 1,230. Third final time, 230,000. Don't forget the mill at the front there, folks. Give you a second to come back in. I can see the conversating. Give it a second.
5 on top.
Another 5. We'll take the 5 at this point. So that takes us 1,235. At 1,235, sir, perhaps a bigger bid might blow it out of the water.
5.
Another 5 on top. Absolutely, we'll take it. At 1,240 then the money. First time at 1,240. Second time, fantastic buying here at 10 Martini Place. Third time, another 5 and we go 4-5. 245 and I suggested 5 at the back there. At 1,250 we go. First time then at 1,250. Second time at 1,250,000. Third time now. Don't be hasty. Look. I hear some talking.
Another 5.
Another 5. Absolutely, we'll take the 5 then at 1, 2, and another 5 at the back. He knows what he means business, folks. This man's here to buy property today at 1,260 now. At 1,260,000. First time at the back of the room. Second time now, we all done. Third, final time at 1,260. Would it help if I told you we're on the market, folks, and we're selling for keeps today? I'll call it one last time. First, second, give you an opportunity, but we are hammer up. Third and final time at 1,260,000. We're going. Sold! Congratulations to appreciate you taking the market. I wish you all the best in your future endeavours there. Right, folks, draw your attention back for our next offering this afternoon. Ever diligent Danielle Hayes, what she brings to the market, this fantastic property here at 3/17 Victoria Road. Now, when location is a must, which it often is, it's hard to look past the centrally downtown Mount townhouse at 3/17 Victoria Road. Now, I say townhouse because apartment by look, but it really has a nice townhouse feel about it, folks. A fantastic 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. Full legal description available under that record of title 10266914. Now, the Stratham Estate and Freehold offers fantastic downtown Mount living. Settlement, a little bit flexible, but as early as 5 working days or other such date as mutually agreed there. And your chattels list, as seen up there, some fantastic extras, including that electric awning and just an early release of the deposit under the further terms of sale, folks, as instructed by the English solicitor. Now, whilst apartment by name, as I mentioned, it certainly is that townhouse by nature. A sizable central area, including kitchen and living, handily equipped, and handily might just be a word I just made it up, I'm not quite sure there, folks, but with that scullery and powder room located there as well. Now, the ground level bedroom allows easy flow to the sunny private courtyard and tenders options to fend independently with a kitchenette and ensuite. While the remaining two upper level bedrooms, they're also served with their own bathrooms as well, folks, which is really convenient. Now, unrestricted views of Mauo's iconic slopes, they are that constant reminder that you are one of the very fortunate to live where you do, here on 3/17 Victoria Road. Community gardens, Pilot Bay, Mount Walkways, look, everything's right on your doorstep, folks. So this is the time where I call for an opening bid. Now, we do have registered phone interest over here with Danielle, so make no mistakes, that's a buyer interested in the property, and folks, well, it could be you as well. Where do we stay away? Leave it to you.
1.1, Jordan.
At 1.1. Okay, 1.1, a little light I would have thought, but perhaps would you offer me a 1.2 on the phone instead?
So you said 1.2?
Thinking we're a little bit light there at 1.1, folks. Welcome on in if you're on the floor and interested today.
So reiterating 1.1 is too low, so it's looking for 1.2.
Give her a second just to communicate that across the phone lines, and of course welcome along to our watchers and viewers on the live stream.
We better 1.2 for them?
Just give it a little bit of time, folks, but no interest there. Really need it to be
1.2? Okay. So it's all about 1.1.
1.1, look, a little bit shy where I need to be. So what I'll do, I'll call it away, but first, second, third time if there's any interest here, folks.
So it's going to sit on your side. 1.2?
1.2. Okay, 1.2 we'll take it and welcome on board, and I appreciate working with me. So then at 1.2 we go. First time at 1.2, and I'll look for a rise probably from here of 100,000. Second time then, folks. Third final time, fantastic buying in that downtown Mount location. I mean, the picture here doesn't quite do justice to how fantastic your lifestyle is about to be. At 1.2, third final time then, look for 100 on the rise. 1.2, third final time. Yeah, look, at this point there, it doesn't look like there's any further interest in the room, so if there's no further bidding on the phone.
1.2 is lower.
Okay, 1.2, no. Look, folks, what we are going to do then is pass the property in at 1.2. If there's no further bidding, it seems we're a little bit away from where I need to be. So, passing the property in, options closed. Thanks very much, Danielle. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic to have you in attendance here in our auction room, and of course watching online via our live stream. Jordan Simprice, my name, and well, here to guide you through the next fantastic auction and offering we have here, folks, at 19 Raiha Street. Now, the marvellous team that is Neil, Debbie and Shane, well, they've been marketing this one, and they tell me that there's some pretty keen interest on it, so bidders, that's where it's your opportunity here in the auction room. Cash, unconditional buyers, that's who we look for. This next home is a fantastic little starter, or a lock and leave. I'm sure investors will they'll be keeping a close eye as well on 19 Raiha Street. It offers a little something for everyone. Legally described as 400 metres more or less of a freehold estate, record of title being 633623. Settlement is down as 20 working days or by mutual agreement there, so a little bit of wriggle room if you need it. And the chattels list, well, a few of the regulars you'd expect in there as well, but as seen on the screen, no late changes, guys. Perfect, that's great. And you've got a fully fenced and surprisingly spacious backyard, totally blank canvas beds, and it enables you to be able to build your own vision of what you want in your future, which is a real good positive when buying property here, folks. Now, there's room for the kids and the furry friends if that's what you've got in tow, but also a nice place maybe you could create your own little outdoor sort of cosy spot for you and your better half, perhaps. My favourite room is the good-sized master bedroom suite, complete with ensuite and walk-in wardrobe. This welcoming room feels conveniently detached from the family hustle and bustle that also opens out to their own little private courtyard there as well. Open plan living area offers ideal setting for relaxing and entertaining. Modern kitchen is designed to anticipate your every need with everything you need right at your fingertips, folks. Now you're close to this great school in the Excelsior Shopping Centre. What else really could you want? Tell you what I want, folks. Opening bid, opening offer. Start me away now. 19 Raiha Street, that's what we're looking for. Surely you'd see value, folks, in a fantastic offering here in Papamoa Beach. This is the chance to speak, folks. Don't be shy. Fantastic buy. Look, that could be you sitting there on the couch. Okay, look, call it away here, folks, but it looks like there's no interest then. No cash interest. Well, I know there's some pretty hefty conditional interest, so closing the auction, passing it back to you guys, and I'm sure you'll have some good news for us in the future there.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, folks, for your attention as we bring to your attention here 14 Lysart Place. Now, built in 2005, this well cared for Welcome Bay home is the perfect family offering. Legally described as a freehold estate of a sizable 1,051 square metres, more or less, being lot 67 DPS 80215. Record of title is SA64C folio 888. Quite a lucky number that in Chinese culture, I'm told. Settlement is down as the 12th of August 2022, or by mutual agreement, of course, and chattels will no late changes to that chattel as I'm told. Now, Chris has done a great job marketing this property here, and it's a fantastic property to market as well. A genuine 4-bedroom home. Offers great living for a larger family, having a generous sized kitchen to provide hearty sustenance throughout the year, so that the little ones can run and play all day long in that fantastic sized backyard. Impeccably presented and waiting for the new owners. Sure, you could change a couple of cosmetic things, but folks, it's out of choice, not necessity. With privacy on offer, fascinating bird life in the surrounds, and a well-landscaped backyard there with a nice little veggie garden to boot. 14 Lysart Place could be your new humble abode. And folks, this is where we look for it, that unconditional cash offer. Start me away, bidders. Who says go? Fantastic buy, and here all of the greenery and shrubs, well, you'll see them there. Keep them watered the way that the Mother Nature's been watering them. I'm sure they'll be quite luscious and really growing quite large by the time you move in there in August, folks. Look, opening bid, opening offer, start us away. Where do we see it, folks? No, it doesn't look like we've got the cash in the room here. So what I'll do, pass it over to you, Chris, now. Viewers' motivation's pretty high, I would think here.
Yeah,
So.
look, they're very keen to move, Jordan. They found somewhere to go, and we're going to price the property today at $975,000.
Well, there you go, folks. That's what it'll take to buy here. Fantastic offering in Welcome Bay, $975,000. So auction closed, now priced $975,000. If you've got interest, feel free to give Chris a call. He'll be only too happy to help.
Excellent.
Well, folks, welcome back again to Caldera Close. A caldera, I learned very recently, was a large crater in the top of a volcano. But I'll tell you what, folks, the only eruption I see here today is an eruption of bidding from you lovely folk here, because it's a fantastic opportunity to buy the stunning ex-show home. Legally described as an estate and freehold, being 680 square metres, more or less. Record of title being 330012. Settlement set 30 September 2022, or by mutual agreement. So again, a little bit of movement there should you need it. Chattels, well, an extensive list, but those built-in speakers, you'll notice, just as is condition on that. Otherwise, oh, there's plenty there I'd like to be taken home with me. But this could be here waiting for you when you move in, folks, if you're our lucky purchaser today. Blending rich cedar and riverstone accents complements the harmonious flow from indoor to out. The gas fire seen on the screen here, well, it's a favourite centrepiece and a talking point of the home as well. And that striking entranceway you see on arrival, there's another talking point. There's so many, folks, because this home is so fantastically designed. An extensive list of extras, like I mentioned before, incorporating electric shutters, underfloor bathroom heating, garden irrigation, an abundance of extra storage, folks. It really is fantastic buying. Beautifully crafted hedging frames that fantastic outdoor entertaining area, where the luxury that is the indoor-outdoor flow I mentioned earlier is really hard to overstate, folks. That beating heart of the home is that modern design kitchen. You really can't take your eyes off a home like this in the lakes. Now, folks, when I was doing my research on the property and I saw our list for today, I spent about an hour looking at this. I said to my partner, do you reckon we could buy something like this? Because it really is just magical.
We can arrange it.
We can arrange it. We can arrange it. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, unfortunately, I'm not a cash unconditional buyer, but you folks may be. So, tell me now, are you in a position to buy this wonderful offering here that Ash and Diane have proudly marketed and bring forth to you? Look for an opening bid now. Start your way. Cash unconditional buyers, that's what we're after. Not poor lowly auctioneers. No, we ain't going to get the deal done today. But you may, folks, looking for the cash. Take it once around the room, then. No, it looks like we don't have any cash here today, so pass it back to you guys, and I'm sure you'll have some good news for us in the very near future.
Conditional buyers will be very happy.
Right, exactly. Conditional interest will be very happy, folks.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back, folks, to this afternoon's offerings. Absolute pleasure to be guiding you through this afternoon's proceedings, and of course I have my assistant here on the side, Robin. She's looking after all the technology you see on the screen, so really appreciate that work. Makes my job a heck of a lot easier, folks. Well, the next property we have for offering, Jan Boo out of our Mount Wananui office. She's done a fantastic job with this one here at 41 Leander Street. Now, meander to Leander, and let's see what's inside. Be the final bidder. This is where you may reside. Folks, on behalf of the owners of this fantastic home, all the very best as you bid away for a property legally described as 332 metres squared, more or less, of freehold land. Record of title being 499213. Settlement is set for 2nd of September there, or other such date as mutually agreed upon. And the channels list you'll see on the screen as well. There are no late changes to that one. So perfect. So a cute little abode from humble beginnings. This 1960s partially renovated character home offers fantastic living with a great flow from your living room to that entertainer's deck you'll see there in the photo. Fenced for additional privacy and security. There's even room for the little ones with a small backyard to play in there. Native timber flooring is a highlight for most when they enter this home, but location and proximity to the beach and Bayfair, well, they have to be classed as added bonuses for sure, folks. Will it be you sipping cocktails on the deck next? Well, tell me if it is. Looking for an opening bid, start us away. Who says go, folks? Fantastic to see so many faces in attendance here on what's a rather cloudy and wet day, so what better place to be than inside buying property, folks? 41A Leander Street, looking for a start now. No, looks like we don't have any cash in the room here, so look, close it down, pass it back to you, Jan, and wish you the very best. I'm sure you've got some people who would be very stoked to hear that we've still got the property available for them. Perfect. No worries, thank you. Well, thank you very much for your attention, folks, as I draw your attention now to the screen. Often when the weather turns cooler, we neglect the outdoor areas and we retreat to the cosy indoors for our morning coffee or our evening Zeno. But at 40 Below Carlton Drive, I would think that this is not the case. A fantastic covered outdoor patio, which can be partially closed in and warmed up by that lovely fire. Folks, this alone screams value in my opinion. Legally described as a freehold estate of 726 metres squared, more or less, with a full legal description comprised and contained under unique identifier 463446. Now the channels list is detailed with some obvious exclusions, of course, being the garden ornaments, garden pots, garage cupboards, and the garden sculptures, plaques, and the side pictures. Settlement set for 29 July by mutual agreement there, so a little bit of room to move the date should you need to, but those are the terms you bid upon there, folks. Now, Julie and Lindsay Parkinson have done a fantastic job of this one, a great property, and well, it's like being on holiday every day when you live at 40 Carlton Drive. But if you enjoy a long weekend in the camper, hey, don't stress, there's plenty of room to park it when not in use at your property here. Now the drive-through garage means you can pop the trailer out the back, out of sight, out of mind. And for those of you who might be wondering, a drive-through garage isn't a place where you can upsize your fries. No, it's not. Certain living areas for families to have their own space. Great sized kitchen with freestanding induction stove. Ducted air conditioning throughout the living areas. Double glaze for extra warmth and noise reduction. The semi-ensuite off the second bedroom is a real plus for when the visitors come to stay, or for the perfect dependent relative. Now the neighbours will tell you it's one of the friendliest neighbourhoods in one of Bethlehem's most desired streets. And, well, it could be all yours today, buyers. Start us away. This is the opening bid. This is where we look for it. This is your chance to buy a fantastic offering here in Bethlehem. This is it. So, who says go? I know we have some pretty serious conditional interest on this one, folks, so this is your chance to beat them to it. But I'm sure they'll be hanging in the wings, waiting to hear from us. Open it up to you, but if there's no further interest then, folks, okay, we'll pass it back to you then, closing the auction, passing it back, and I'm sure you'll have some phone ringing in a couple of seconds, so all the very best. Welcome along, folks. Welcome back to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. Fantastic to have you all in attendance, and of course, a very warm welcome to everyone watching on the live stream there via eves.co.nz. Now, folks, a fantastic property, this one here. I thought I'd start on a little joke to get everyone in a good, happy mood to throw their hands up and start bidding for this one. So, why do golfers wear two pairs of trousers? Well, in case they get a hole in one. See, it worked, folks. Everyone's happy. Everyone's pulling out their wallets as I speak. Fantastic. Now, ladies and gents, my comedy routine might be a little bit over par, but our next property on offer here at 3 Fairway View Drive, Omokoroa, is a sure hit. Now, legally described as a freehold estate of 760 metres squared, more or less, with a full description available under unique identifier 823832. Chattel's security system is wired but not installed, and the garden furniture and pots are excluded from the sale there. Now, settlement, that's down for 20 working days, all by mutual agreement, so I'd start calling the movers, see who's available. Might have to cash in some favours there. And the only further term to make note of is 23.0 in regards to Matariki being recognised as a public holiday and therefore not a working day. Now, gorgeous near new landmark home. Build completed in October 2021, so it's a great entertainer's home. With the open plan kitchen and scullery, family room, dining room, the staggered doors, will they enable that flow between the sun-drenched indoors and the outdoor patios. Now, easily maintained surrounds is fantastic, exactly what you're after there. The backyard offers opportunity for more gardens, whilst the patio off the master bedroom ensuite would be the perfect place to build your own private sanctuary. I would suggest even perhaps a hot tub. The barn door feature is a favourite of mine in that warm living area. 3 large double bedrooms for you and the kids, and there's a smaller 4th room in case the in-laws insist on coming to visit in the weekend. Well, hey look, positive side, free babysitting while you go and enjoy all that this fantastic location has to offer, folks. You know what comes next, folks? Start me away, if you will. A fantastic offering here at 3 Fairway View Drive, and I look for an opening offer now. Cash unconditional buyers, that's who we're after. Start us away, if you will. Surely you don't need another second to mull over this fantastic property. And hey, easy access to the golf club. I believe there's a nice little access way right behind it. Oh, there you go, folks. So you could be home from work on the golf course within a few minutes, and you probably don't even need to change your shoes, I would imagine, if it doesn't get too much slush air out there, folks. Hey, look, I digress, but look, we're looking for an opening bid, opening offer. Start us away. Give it to the floor, but hey, look, looks like we don't have any cash in the room here, Colin, so pass it back to you. I know there's been some parties kicking around. We'll be quite interested to hear how we got on today. So, all the very best. Auction closed. Back in your hands. If you're interested, give Colin a call. Thank you. Well, folks, welcome back again. Now, with the colder mornings and quite frankly rubbish wet weather like we have had, certainly of late, it's more than fair to say summer has set and winter has arisen. But with that comes this opportunity to purchase 7 Somerset Street in the gorgeous Waihi. Now, legally described as a freehold estate, being 798 metres squared, more or less, Record of title being SA32C Folio 522. Settlement is down for the 5th of August. Your friend's birthday, so if you're a brave man to forget that date, and I'll advise you if you're a lucky purchaser, don't forget it either. Chattels, well, further terms of sale there. Chattels list, you'll see it there on the screen. Further terms of sale, 23.0 advising due diligence in regards to the White Mine. 24.0 in regards to Matariki now being a public holiday, and 25.0 the early release of the deposit as requested by the vendor's solicitor. Everything else is relatively straightforward, folks, from here. This wonderful home offers easy access off Horseshoe Drive, north facing and very sunny with views in the distance towards the ranges. 3 bedrooms and a wood fire to keep all cosy through the winter months. A great backyard for the kids to run and play in the pooch. Plus you've got that generous sized garage as well for the vehicles or the hobbies or whatever it is. Maybe you want some kayaks to store in there. Well, fantastic, you've got it. Quiet street, lovely location with many new quality homes in the vicinity. Close to all that the fantastic YE location has to offer. So folks, here we are, folks. If you want to buy, this is your opportunity here. Now, Andy and Louise, they've done a great job marketing this one. Send their apologies, couldn't be in the room here today, but I know they'll be watching along online, as many of you will be. But cash, unconditional buyers in the room, that's what we're looking for. Looking for those buyers, folks. Calling it now, 7 Somerset Street in Waihi. Start your way now. Opportunity. It's here now. It may be gone the next. It looks like there's no cash in the room here, Jill. So, look, we'll pass it back to Andy and Louise, and I'm sure they'll have some good news for us shortly. Thanks very much. Auction close. Well, folks, welcome back again. I'll start you with a little story here. I took my partner to the casino the other night for the first time, and we sat down at the roulette table, and I said to her, pick it up. And she said, and she was a little bit shy about the whole thing, never been, of course, but she picked number 5, and I'll tell you what, not once, twice, 3 times did we win big, and when I say big, I mean small. Did we win big on the roulette table? And I tell you what, folks, there's no gambles here, because at 5 Rexford Heights, well, she's a sure bet. Legally described as 625 square metres more or less of freehold land, the best form of land ownership this fine country can offer you. Record of title being 323696. Chattels, no changes, but of note, that fantastic.
Sorry, there is a change to the chattels.
There is a change, there we go, and that's why we read them, folks. Changes to the chattels.
So it's mentioned that there's 2 ceiling fans, there are no ceiling fans.
Okay, no ceiling fans there, folks, so just be aware the finalised version of the documentation will have no ceiling fans on it, so that's the basis you bid upon. And of course, of note, the fantastic sparkles still staying. There we go, folks. So about the ceiling fans anyway, right? When you've got a sparkle, you'll be spending most of your time out there. My partner's going to have to win a little bit more on the roulette table if I'm going to buy one of those. But anyway, you get it all included in the sale here today, folks. Move-in day, aka settlement, well, that's set for 50 working days. And by my calculations, that's roughly 72 calendar days. So all exciting. A little bit of time up the sleeve there to go and find yourself a nice bathing suit to enjoy in the sparkle. Well, there you go, folks. A fantastic brick and weatherboard property offering 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and double living areas. And space is plenty across that 216 square metre dwelling. A large outdoor decking area, great for entertaining family and friends, sheltered and private, overlooking the crossing towards the Kaimai Ranges. Now, just a short drive to the crossing, popular schooling, local amenities, bus routes, a sought after location. And once you move into Rexford Heights, I'd place a bet you'll never leave, because it's fantastic living, folks. And well, this is where I look for an opening bid, opening offer. Start us away, folks. In your hands now. Interest in the room, cash buyers, that's who we're looking for. No, any cash in the room, folks, that's what we're looking for. Speak now, or forever hold your peace.
What about 975?
975, that's a number, and we'll take it, sir, at 975, and perhaps we can move, should we move in, say, 25 from here for ease sake, but I think we've got probably a little bit of room to go from here, but I appreciate what you're doing, sir, at 975, welcome you in, round out to a nice million, if you will. First time then at 975, any further interest in the room, a little bit of a way to go from here though, folks, at 975. Look, what I'm going to do, sir, first, second, third time, place it at a million, and look, we really have a little bit of a way to go, folks. So $1 million with me, vendor bid, clearly bid and placed here at $1 million. Can we see further value on top of that, sir? No, leave it there. He says leave it there, okay, folks. And well, I'm sure you'd be aware that fantastic buying at 5 Rexford Heights, well, it would come at a slightly higher price tag than the numbers we've put out here. But hey, this property here is still available, cash. That's what we're looking for. I'll call it away then. First time then, second, third final time, looking for a further rise. Last opportunity, sir. Completely, have we seen your best? Yes, we have. Okay, well, not quite where we need to be, is it really, Tina? So, pass the property back to you and John, and I'm sure you'll have some good news and some conditional buyers who are waiting to hear from you. Okay, auction closed. Thanks very much. Folks, thank you very much for sticking with us if you've been here from the beginning, and of course if you've just arrived, well, welcome along to the EVES auction rooms, and we wish you all the very best. If your intentions here are to buy 11 Belmont Rise. Now, Colin, he's back again because he's done a great job on this one as well, and he brings you a fantastic offering. When family living is of high importance, entertaining is of high importance, warmth, especially this time of year, is of high importance, well, look no further than this remarkable home in Karikari. Legally described as an estate and freehold of 748 metres squared, more or less, unique identifier being SA 58D folio 965. Now, settlement with vacant possession is down for 20 working days, so a little bit of time up your sleeve there, and maybe mutually agreeable if that didn't quite suit you there, Colin, as well. Now, chattels, just the note of the excluded curtains in the children's bedroom, no further changes? No changes. No changes there, folks. And also just note under the further terms of sale, the inclusions of Matariki being a public holiday, and therefore that would affect your working days, folks. Now the living area spills out to the patios and the gardens, fully fenced with fruit trees, perfect safe spot for the children to play. Located in that popular Karikari location on a quiet cul-de-sac, 2 garden sheds and a sleep-out, bar office, space to do things and not feel enclosed. Large double garage with heaps of storage and extra vehicle parking outside for perhaps a camper, a boat, a trailer, whatever it needs to be, you've got room for it there, folks. An expansive open plan living and large kitchen, a warm home, powerful ducted heat system, and of course you've got that wood burner to boot as well, which is an added bonus. There's no better place to read a book or to doze off than that box window seat, overlooking the garden there. It really is fantastic buying, easy maintenance, and large enough to enjoy life, but small enough to just lock it up and take off, folks, on your holiday. But holidays won't be long because everyone will want to be back home, I'm sure. And well, this is where you could be calling it your home. This is your opportunity, folks, looking for a buyer. Cash, unconditional, that's what the auction process gives you. Looking for that cash bidder in the room here, folks. Do we have it? No? Well, look, last opportunity to speak up now. Potentially forever hold your peace, although I'm sure Colin will be happy to entertain a phone call afterwards. Okay, folks, looks like there's no cash in the room here, Colin, so pass it over to you, and I'm sure you've got some conditional buyers who will have been watching very diligently on the live stream. So back in your hands now, Colin. Still available, give them a call if you're interested. And well, folks, that brings us to the end of our auctions for today. So really do appreciate you all being here. Of course, appreciate our vendors for entrusting EVES Realty to list and sell your property. And of course, we will see you again next week with another fantastic lineup of properties. Thanks again. Enjoy your afternoon.